Good morning. Welcome to the Baywater Boat Club Hour. My name is Adam Botana, along with our great, awesome, amazing co-host.
Jake the Millennial. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Living the
great.
dream.
Uh-huh. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's Saturday after Thanksgiving, so Black Friday. Definitely not doing any of that. I'll be working at the dock. It's gonna be good stuff, man. What you gonna be up in Ohio or I don't know.
No, I'm going to be up in, we're not even 60 seconds in. I'm already having to cut stuff out. No, I'm up in Daytona to see Mom.
That's right. That's right.
It'll be cool, I guess.
So your brother-in-law don't get on no side-by-side, because remember last time that was some issues.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, we're not doing any of that this year. We're just going to sit down and eat some turkey. I'm going to come back on Friday. Probably leave there first thing in the morning. Be back here by noon.
Yeah, you'd be all right. Be good. Be a nice ride. Get you an audio book. Go down the middle of the state. It's kind of fun.
I actually have one I've been listening to, so I'm glad you brought that up.
Which one you been listening to? Oh,
Ego, boy. Hang on, because I paid for Audible this month. I got 1 month free, and then it was $15 after that.
Oh, it's totally worth it. I do it all the time. Like you
get one free book a month. So
yeah, no.
I've been taking advantage of the free book because that's basically $15 right there.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a big fan of Audible.
Let's see if I can find my.
Such a riveting book. You don't even know what the title is.
It's something about ego. It's like ego is the enemy, or ego, something along those lines.
We got a lot of that in Lake County right now. Just saying, a lot of that.
I'll tell you what, buddy. That's one of the things that I have noticed in just my tenure of being alive, is that just about every single person has some kind of ego, right? I mean, it's pretty natural. Some people's are stronger than the others, and then some people's are pretty low. They're pretty tamed. But the book itself I can't find it. I think it's Ego is the Enemy. The gentleman's last name is Holloway or Holiday. Maybe it's James Holiday or something. Hang on. Ego is the Enemy. Yeah, Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. It's a great book.
Nice.
It just kind of breaks down what the ego is. And I kind of went into it with my own loose understanding, and I was pretty wrong. But it kind of fits, so... But it's really just, it's very similar to 48 Laws of Power. I'm sure you're familiar with that book. Never outshine the master. Just simple things to put into your life. And been into like the old politics, like the Volstead Act, the act that banned alcohol, created the prohibition. We had bootleggers. And I learned a lot about the way, because in that time, the bootleggers were your job, right? They kind of represented the state because the social services went through the bootleggers. Like if you needed your rent paid, people would go to the bootleggers. You wouldn't go and apply for, whatever benefits or whatever we have now. So it's a unique perspective, and you get to learn on kind of where the party sat 100 years ago today in the 20s and early 30s. It's pretty interesting.
Nice.
Perspective I never thought that I would need. But it's pretty cool.
I mean, there's been a couple that I got onto. There was one that you might like. It's called You Only Have to Be Right Once. And it talks about like Elon Musk, talks about, Zuckerberg, just like it's 10 short stories about how these guys came to fruition where they're at. It's pretty wild. And then there was the Suitable Art of Not Giving. You can obviously end that conversation. That was a book I read. I will listen to. It's pretty good. I'm a big John Grisham fan. All the Grisham books I listened to, he's gotten pretty good. He's gotten a little later. He's gotten a little bit more liberal, but they're good books too. They're all not bad.
If anything, it's a good exercise for perspective, and to kind of like let them and try and at least listen and relate, even if you hardcore disagree, because I've had a lot of that too in my Audible journey. So
yeah, I mean, there's some really good books out there. David McMullen, I think I might mess up his last name, but he does all the presidents, like the founding fathers and stuff. He did a lot of good books talking about Washington and just everybody. Really, really good books, and he's got some stuff where he's at the Lincoln Center and they're talking about history. David, you looking it up right now?
I think it's McMullen. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, McMullen or something like that. He's really, really good. Really good stuff. But hey, we're here to talk about boats. This is the Baywater Boat Club Hour. We're talking about key lime pie. We're talking about boats. We're talking about egos. Baywater, we're doing pretty good down here. We got a great operation. Come down and see us, see what we do. Come see Larry. Come see Leland, Anna. We're all here this weekend. I'll even be here this weekend. It's gonna be busy. But stop by and see us. We're at 5124 Abinity Beach Road. Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, the easy way to owning a boat. You don't have to worry about hassles of owning. You just come in, join the boat club. We take care of the rest. You show up, call up, take a boat out that you want. Go out there, have a good time, come back, walk away. We top off the fuel, bill your account, get you taken care of. It's an easy way to get out there on the water. If you're here 3 or 4 months, you're our stereotypical member. They have boats up north. They don't want to deal with the hassle of owning a boat down here. They join the club. It's the easy way to go. Easy, go out there, have a good time. There's 14 restaurants, 4 beaches to go to. A lot of stuff to do. We got pontoon boats, we got deck boats, center consoles, bar boat, a couple double-deckers with water slides. We've got center consoles with twin engines. We got catamarans. We got everything you want. And we're a family-owned and operated business. And when you join the boat club, it's a family membership. So kids can use it when you're down. We don't split memberships because we pride ourselves on our availability of our boats for our members. We got members, they're late. I was going to say lazy, not lazy. They're spoiled. They show up 10, 11 o'clock, take it till 3, come back, walk away. They can go overnight. They can do sunset. There's a lot of good stuff. So give us a call, 239-495-0455, 239-495-0455. We also have daily rentals too. If you're looking to go out today, I know we're pretty booked up, but stop by and we'll get you taken care of. I'm looking at this video right now, and I see Jake has headphones on with earbuds. Don't quite understand that one, Jake. That's a different situation, but he has headphones with the earbuds. I don't understand what's up with that, man. I can't hear you, bro. You're muted or something.
What'd you say?
I said,
I had to fix my headphones.
Why do you have headphones with earbuds inside?
So I don't get any interference from the phone. Any dings, rings, or stuff like that, and I can stay informed. Siri will talk to me.
So you have to, you have that. Okay.
That's how I do it at work too.
That's legendary. So you have the earbud with the headphone above on top of that. So how does a noise canceling earbud work with the headphone? That's just a lot of layers, man. A lot of layers. I'm sure there's some ear doctors listening right now. They're like,
well, they're the older AirPods. I don't think they're noise canceling. They may be noise reducing, but they definitely don't cancel nothing.
That's true. That's true. So what is going on this week with Mr. Opelka? How's he doing on the show? You doing good? I like listening to you chime in quite a bit more. That's good. I think I think Drew missed the boat quite a bit with you. I mean, you're a big part of the show. Everybody likes you. You're huge on here. But I like listening to you chime in there with Mr. Opelka. And he's coming. Hold on. Maybe take some.
It's like my 4th Red Bull today, man. I may or may not have just belched, and I had to cut the mic. No, it's fun. I enjoy participating. And Drew tried to. I mean, the show has changed a lot for me. Not only with the things that I do now are a lot different than what I did before. Mm-hmm. I'm not running audio. I'm not doing a whole lot of things, so my time has kind of been given back to me, so it's easier for me to participate. Plus, I've restructured the way that things have worked with Wink, with the help of Jeff and Ian. We kind of all got together and figured out a way that's a little bit more efficient for us, doing the traffic weather and stuff, because there's a lot of stuff to do in that morning position. That Ian doesn't necessarily have to deal with in the afternoon. He does, but he stops right when he starts his show. Everything concludes at 5 for Wink News and stuff. Mm-hmm. With that, it's given me a lot more time to participate. Also, with the fact that Mike isn't necessarily hyper local, he doesn't know everything that's going on. So I've been doing my best to try to keep him informed. Thank you for coming on last week with us. Talk about just audits, budgets, checks and balances, simple things like that are kind of been
oversight,
things that may or may not have been overlooked. To no one's fault. Just going through proper proceedings, trying to make sure that all that money that came in from Ian and stuff was properly handled and not just burned at strip clubs or something. I don't know. I doubt that any of that's going on, because there was a lot of that going on in the stuff I was referring to earlier, like back in the 20s and 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Yeah. But yeah, and I don't know. It's been a great week. Been having great fun with Mike. He may or may not be the guy. I don't know. I'm just still in the dark. I don't really know. I'm praying for it, and I'm hoping he gets it, because it would make my life great. Not that it wasn't great before, but he's just super easy to work with. We already have a relationship. I've known
No, he
him
seems
for
cool. Like, I mean, he
2,
seems
3
like a
years
good
now.
guy.
So
I mean, I never met him, but we've talked on the radio a couple times.
I haven't either. So I've also
great.
never met the guy, but he, if everything pans out right, he'll be in studio, and it'll be cool. So, but we'll see. As far as I know, it'll probably be sometime at the beginning of next year. Hopefully before Jan 6, I'm guessing, but we'll see.
There you go. That's that'll be
There's
good
like
stuff.
a bug or something in here flying around. I gotta get him.
Gotta get him. Put Bella to work.
Oh, she doesn't do nothing.
Oh, speaking of dogs and pets, so my dad, it's great. So he has his Chihuahuas. He got pretty much got the motorhome for the Chihuahuas, and Mom. Obviously, Mom loves the motorhome. They go out there, they cruise around, they do all kinds of stuff. So this one Chihuahua is Stella, and she's cute. She's supposed to be like 2 pounds, and I think she's close to 6, because she's a little overweight. But Dad
What's that
is
about? That's about 200% overweight.
Dad is, since he's taken a step back from the boats, a semi-retirement, he's really got focused on the dogs, which we're all happy. It's good. It's good stuff. So he has a pool, and for Stella to lose weight, how do you lose weight? You swim. Let Stella swim. And there's a great video, and I'm going to send the video, and he's there. He's got his, mom's in I think I showed it to you. I might have showed it to you or something.
You may have.
Yeah. And Stella's just swimming. He's got his Crown and Coke there. He's in the pool. And it's funny because it's a very nice pool. It's a nice place. It's done good. And he has a propane heater. So usually, the gas bill, for the month with the heaters and cooking, and he's got, furnaces. I'm not furnaces, but fire pits. It's about $250. Okay? But we cannot let Stella, swim in a cold pool. We got to heat the whole pool. I mean, that's Chihuahua, again, it's small. You could probably do it in the damn jacuzzi. No, we're going to heat the whole pool. So the guy
do it in the sink.
Yeah, bathtub, Just let her go in circles. Put like a little greenie. Just put it in front of her. Actually put it on her neck and like have her swim towards
Hot dog on a string.
Figure it out. So the guy comes with the fuel. He's like, Omar. Of course, Dad speaks the language. Dad's Cuban. He came over in '68, so he can really speak the language with the guys here and like the builders or whatever. He comes and goes, Omar, whoa, you used a lot of gas. Dad's like, what? What do you mean? He goes, it was like $750.
Oh.
I was like, what the? Oh, gotta strike that. I was like, damn, you could have bought a doggy treadmill for that. What are you doing? An extra $500 to heat up the pool for the Chihuahua. It's just, but hey, he's having a good time. But he's like, whoa. But hey, at least he's using the pool. That's a good thing. I mean, it's my dad.
$700 a month. I don't know about that.
It's like, damn. His friend's like, Dad, I'm gonna bring that up on the show. He's like, yeah, do it. That's fine. I mean, the Chihuahua, she needs the exercise, And he's so, oh my God, like I got a collar for Nugget, and he is over the top with the dog. So, but I got a collar for Nugget because it has like GPS, and because she runs around, like she ran down the rentals, and it's not good. So I'm trying out this collar. It's like a halo collar that it's, how they have the invisible fence, used to bury it. This is like a GPS. And I haven't turned it on yet, but and it's got to be tight. He's like, oh, it's too tight. It's too tight. You can't breathe. She can't breathe. And now the dog's running around the marina with, she can't breathe. It's too tight. So, of course, spends the night. And what does he do? Loosen the collar. I'm like, exactly. Not good, Dad. Not good. Not good.
Well, so much for the collar. You tried.
Yeah, exactly. Loosen. Oh, it's too tight. It's too tight. You got to let her breathe. You got to let her breathe. Okay. So I come back here, the collar's around, it's loose. I'm like, not even doing anything. So But yes, so that gas bill jumped $500. I was like, you could buy a
Ooh.
damn treadmill for that, a little treadmill, and put the dog on that. So
For
all
half
the
that,
one.
you can pay dues at the boat club.
So, yeah, yeah. So that's where it is. So the gas bill jumped $500 for the Chihuahua
Ugh.
to swim in the pool. But I like the bathtub idea, Jake. But hey, he loves his Chihuahuas. That's good. They're
Only the
uh,
best for Stella, right?
yeah. So we're gonna this is Saturday. We had Thanksgiving, and we were over there, and she's running around though. She's getting better. Like her tail didn't move at all because there was
Hmm.
like so much fat. When now the tail's the fat's kind of gone down, so it actually like wiggles a little bit.
It's got a little bit of a wiggle.
It's got a little bit of a wiggle. It's
Nice.
getting better. It's getting better. So that's all good stuff. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting. Phone's blowing up here with all the ego of Lee County going on lately. So just stuff's just going on there. A lot of stuff. But yeah, so hey, you know, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I think it's we talked about that last week. Thanks for tuning in again this morning. I know there's people probably flying back. A lot of people have gone home for a few days or till Christmas to hang out with the family. The weather's cold up there if you're listening to us up north. I'm sorry about that. It's not good. I'm going to be in Tallahassee next week, and I see the temperatures are going to be in the 30s. So yay. It's gonna be a hoot, man. We got our Christmas lights up here at the marina. We got the big got the Corona tree going. We got the tiki hut covered with Christmas lights. So we got a lot of stuff going on. So it's good. It's good
You
stuff.
should buy the Santa Claus that Shell Factory's auctioning off. It's like 6 foot tall. I bet
Yeah.
Omar would love it. You could put it right out there
We
in
had
front.
one. We had one at the marina. Like, he used to walk up and the damn thing would just start talking. Like
Oh,
my
I don't
dad.
know about that. That's too much. I
It
don't know
would
about
just sit
that.
there like, ho ho ho. I don't know where it went. Hopefully it flooded. But yeah, that's, it's gone somewhere else. But yeah, that thing would move and stuff. That was a little much. But yeah, so we got the Christmas lights up at the marina. We're excited about that. A little Corona tree going. But yeah, I mean, Christmas is right around the corner, man. Totally excited, totally stoked, ready to just for
Yeah,
the
I'm
cheer.
buying gifts already. So
I'm sure you are. You got somebody special to buy for there, Jake. Oh, Jakey Poo.
yeah, I got her some
Does
special
she call you
stuff.
Jakey Poo? Jakey Poo. You know.
No, she doesn't. Most of my aunts do though, and that's
Hey,
whew, it's
I got
annoying. I'll tell
I
you
got my
what.
hair. Hair's about as long as your aunt's. I mean, it looks like a 70-year-old woman from the 70s with a haircut, right? Is that what you said last time? It's
Oh yeah, you definitely look like one of them '70s rock moms or something.
70s rock.
Wears like Nirvana shirts. Oh, I guess Nirvana didn't come out till
9 Inch
the
Nails.
late
Up 90s.
1900s.
The
So,
90s, yeah. So that's good stuff. And your hair ties look amazing, and along with your beard that doesn't come in.
hey,
And
keep going, man. What else you got? Come on.
I mean, definitely
We got
when
a
you go
heart of
through the
steel, dude. You
yeah,
can't
you
hurt
go to
me.
every time you go through the checkpoint, like, come here. That's a little bit of a terror spirit. What's going on there? It's going on. It's
It
kind of
is a
scary.
little rough, but
There's
I
a
don't
little.
care. It would have
Yeah,
been much better, man. I accidentally shaved it off, and then now I'm
do
still
you
going
see
through the.
this? Just you see this? This is a
Yeah, that's
man.
cute. That's cute. The Cuban in you, man. That's what that
That's
is.
that's a man's
And
beard.
let's not shy away from the fact that it's the same color as the sand. Okay,
Hey, it's all right. It's okay.
put
It's
the
okay.
hat
Do
back
you
on.
do you do you do do you do you put white gray highlights in your eyes? Like what?
That's
I mean,
crazy. But you
I mean,
really do have a really nice like color of white.
they're
It
like, do you
looks
put
good.
highlights? Is that highlights? No, it's not highlights. This is natural. You're still looking at that bug, aren't you? You're still looking at it.
No,
Uh,
I have no idea. I have too many screens, too many distractions.
a lot going on. A lot going on. So yeah, Christmas shopping starting Black Friday was yesterday. We had a football game during that, so that was interesting. I hear a lot of interesting stuff going on. We got to talk about politics. You know who I would not want to be right now is Governor DeSantis, because he is
Ooh, he's
in
busy.
I I mean, wow.
Ooh,
No matter what he does, he's mm, that's a position I would not want to be in right now. That's going to be the
how do
hurt
you
one.
think he's sleeping, or is he?
Not much,
Not
because
much.
I mean, hey, I'm a guy who went to Iowa I knocked for Governor DeSantis. 100% behind Trump now. Then, and obviously, I mean, not then, but now we switched over. But wow, no matter what he does, he's got, you got that Senate position, you've got you got a CFO you got to appoint. There's going to probably be some appointments around here pretty soon.
I could do it.
I bet you could, buddy. I
Could
bet
not.
you could. It's going to be interesting. It's a lot going on. A lot going on.
What about a 6 foot tall pirate? He's got a parrot on his shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. A lot of stuff. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you've got so much, and there's positions to a point. You've got a senator you got to pick. You've got a CFO you got to pick, and then you've got just everything else. And
I mean, who's qualified for CFO outside of Petronas?
it's whoever the governor wants to pick. So Petronas was appointed by Rick Scott. So Rick Scott,
Back when Rick Scott was
he was
governor.
governor. So he was
Right.
appointed. He was a state representative, like yourself, like myself.
I wish.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate the consideration, but
You've been here from the beginning. Like you said, you manifested that thing.
I did.
But it was a state rep, and then was appointed to the governor by the governor to that position, and then was reelected to it. So there's talk of there's a Blaise Ngolia who is a state senator, who's been really interested in it. They got Gruters, who is a senator. Joe Gruters has been a Trump loyalist from the beginning. I mean, he was the first one in the state to go with Trump over DeSantis. Like I said, there was 99 legislators over in Iowa knocking for the governor. So I mean, there's that point. Now, does he appoint that guy, or does he, go with his guy? Because I mean, this is a tough situation. I mean, we all love him in the state of Florida, but time of is the essence because he's done in 26. What is he going to do? Does he go and kiss the ring of Trump? Because President Trump now is the most powerful. He's more powerful than he was 4 years ago. Before he was, I mean, this is a different animal. He's got pretty much 18 months before there's another election for the House. If the House spins back the other way, because it's always back and forth. But we're gonna see what happens, man. So it's really interesting. We're gonna get the popcorn out, Jake, and just hang out and see.
It's looking like it's going to be Gruters. That's what it's looking like.
For CFO.
Yeah. If I had to throw my hat in the ring, or if I had to throw whatever, not that. You know what I mean? Like, that's who I think. Gruters.
Yeah, Gruters.
If I got the pick, it's Byron because he has a background in finance, so I would say Byron, but whatever.
Byron's great. I mean, Byron Donalds is our congressman. He's a great guy.
I'm always trying to get Byron stuff, though, like vice president, president.
Maybe he'll run for governor. I mean, there's that rumor, I mean, he might be up in D.C. with Trump's cabinet or somewhere,
we asked him, and he shut us down, so I don't know.
What did he say? He's just like, oh, well, no, he didn't sound like that.
No, he basically just like, what's worry about what's going on right now? And I'm like, all right, whatever. Nice way to dodge the question.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
he didn't say no. But another thing is the Petronas came out before Trump was elected, saying that initially, like, he would love to be governor one day. So I think that might be another candidate. So
no, he's gone to Congress now. He ain't coming back for governor.
You don't think so?
No way. I don't think so. I mean, because I think he was going to make that statewide run to jump up because you're going to have Ashley Moody going to be doing some stuff. You're going to, oh, that's funny. So I got to take this. I just got to send that. You got Ashley Moody, who is our Attorney General. You've got Wilton Simpson, who's our Ag Commissioner. Probably nobody knows who Wilton Simpson is, but he's our Ag Commissioner. He was
great
president. You have Ashley Moody, who's really good. She's going to run. Then you're going to have Byron Donalds. And the big thing was, Matt Gaetz. He was going to do it, but it's just now, I don't know what his other stuff's going to come out. I don't know if he's kind of just laying low or he's going to run. Who knows? Um, it's interesting. A lot of politics. I mean, it's just a lot of, I mean, you guys have been talking about this, and we talk about boats, but this is just really interesting stuff. It's just really interesting things going on here. It's it's interesting. I mean, it's all kinds of craziness, and even down here in local politics, we're going to see. I think there's going to be big shift going on here pretty soon. So a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of interesting stuff for sure. I mean, I see you looking at the computer of wisdom, the Google box there.
No, I'm looking through the Shell Factory auction, seeing if
Oh
I
yeah,
can't find you stuff to send to maybe Omar will buy and put at the
marina.
marina.
What
Yeah.
do you think, Omar? Dad, Mom, take him up to the Shell Factory. And see what's going on there. So.
Yeah, because they have an auction going on, and they have some stuff that I think you might be interested in.
Yeah.
Just to save some of this stuff, because some of this stuff is, I don't want to see it go anywhere else.
We could put it at the marina right here at Baywater.
Maybe.
We could see what happens.
They have the one cool thing is they got Santa on a bench. Looks
Santa on
like
a bench.
they only want $100 for it, or no, yeah, 110 is what the bid's at right now. They're pretty cheap, and they got a 7-foot pirate or
7 foot.
6.5-foot pirate. I mean,
We could put that on a boat. There you go.
nah, I'm pretty sure Omar would be like, no pirates, no
Yeah.
pirates.
Well, we're getting pretty close. My brother is at the Historical Society, so he's getting ready for the Christmas boat parade here pretty soon. So I know he's putting that on there. It's always the second Saturday. So mark your calendars on Bonita Beach. It's going to be on the Imperial River, so that'll be a lot of fun. We'll get some more information.
14th of December.
Yep, 14th of December. So that is a good time. It's a lot of fun. We'll probably put a boat in it if I'm back in town, but it'll be a hoot to go out there and just go up and down the river and hang out and just look at the winter wonderland. A lot of boats out there and have some fun. That's always a big Florida tradition. I know the first weekend is the Fort Myers Beach Christmas boat parade, and I think we are the same time as Naples. So Naples is going on. The only difference between our boat parade here in Bonita, family's been involved for a long time. Baywater's been involved a long time. Couldn't do it too much more because there was so much other stuff going on. But my brother's really taking the reins of it. Derek, he's doing a good job with it, and he's out there doing that. So with the Historical Society in Bonita, so that's a fun time, and it's always been fun. Like when I was a kid, I'd stick my finger in a light socket, and there's an old video of them screaming at me, "Don't do it!" With the big bulbs, the real big Christmas lights. Now everything's LED and RGBs and all that stuff. And what happens when you mix green and red? I don't know. Purple. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. We found out before the show. We were debating what color it was, and we're not going to even say what we thought it was.
It's not green and red. It's blue and red is purple. Green and red is something else. I don't even know. It was blue and red.
Blue and red.
But yeah.
Blue and red. Blue and red is purple, not green and red. So green and red just turns into Santa Claus. So
I'm guessing. There you go.
That's probably what that is there. But no, the Christmas boat parade's coming up here, so make sure you mark your calendars. Come on down. Imperial River boat ramp. The bridge is a great place to watch the parade. If you have a friend that has a house on the Imperial, just not past Dortch, you can watch the parade. It's a great place. Bonita Bay, North Side, and those are all good places to go and watch the parade. So come on out, look it up. It's Bonita Christmas Boat Parade. BonitaBoatParade.com is the website. That's BonitaBoatParade.com. Just Google it. You'll pop up there. They got a Facebook page. It's a good time. So definitely come out there. Maybe we'll get Jake on a boat, get the girl down. What do you think, Jake? Is she coming down at all?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
When?
The 14th, I believe, sir.
No, she's working.
Did you see that elected official that did an interview with like he was like here with the mic and it's kind of funny. I was like, what's going on?
Like
there?
a rapper or something?
And he had the whole thing and he was just
Yo,
talking.
yo.
Yeah. It was this. No, it was not. It was an interesting one there. So a little different. But anyways, so
I did not though. You said he's a Florida rep.
yeah, he was an elected official. There's quite a few.
Official.
Elected official. I will share it with you later. So, but come down and see us if you're looking to rent a boat this weekend. We're pretty filled up, but if you want to make some reservations for Christmas time, give us a call. It's a good time to stop by and see us over here at Baywater. Jake is getting a little hot. Turn the fan on, man. But there's some time you can come over, check us out. We have boat rentals, and that's baywaterboatrentals.com. You can look at that. We have nice pontoons and deck boats. Great selection for a pontoon. It's $349 for the half day and $449 for the full day. Pontoons take up to 10 people. You have to keep them in the backwater. We don't allow those in the Gulf. The 14 restaurants, 4 beaches to go to, and that's a separate fleet of boats from our club fleet. And then we have deck boats also. Those are $449 for the half day, $549 for the full day, plus tax and gas, obviously, on both. Definitely good times to go there and to go out there and just have some fun. If you want to get your feet wet, don't want to join the boat club, give us a call. We'll go from there. Otherwise, the boat club's the way to go. Got a great selection of boats. We'll teach you how to boat. We'll teach you how to drive around here. I'm sure you know how to boat, but if you don't, we'll teach you there too. I remember, Jake, I was looking up last week. I'd seen that, and we had Leland, our dock master here, one of them, and he had his drone up and took a good shot of the whole marina there, all the boats. And I looked up, countries that have navies, and 114 countries have navies. The last one was Slovenia. So down here in Bonita Springs, Florida, we have the 115th largest navy in the world. So I have to say, we've got close to 75 boats. So, it's like, why not? I think that makes sense. So you can call me an admiral if you like, sir. Probably not.
All right, Commodore. I got
Commodore.
you.
There you go. There you go. So, but yeah, we've got a large selection of boats. We've got a great selection. We've got a lot of room to grow down here. But just give us a call. 239-495-0455. That's 239-495-0455. Jake, do we have anything from the text line? Did anybody assault our intellect last time we went out there? I don't even know if you can look it up and see.
Hang on.
See what we talked about. Do we have anybody with any good questions about joining the boat club? I know there's always a couple. We had a few people stop in today, and they're like, "What's the difference between you and other clubs?" I'm like, well, do you want to use a boat?
Contracted 10-to-1 boat ratio. There's one.
There's one. Do you want to use a boat 4 times a season when you're here? Or do you want to use it 14 to 20 times a season when you're here? We have the availability. They're like, well, why can't I split this with my friend? Why can I do that? And I'm like, we don't split memberships. Memberships are for one family. We don't split it amongst, 2 buddies or anything like that because that affects our ratio. If we go from that, we go from 600 members, 1,200 members, your availability goes in half. Well, I'm not going to use any more boats. I only got the 3 reservations. No, it's not the same thing. So that's something that we pride ourselves on here at Baywater. We got a great staff. We got free ice. I mean, who doesn't want to have free ice? You have to worry about schlepping anything. Here, you just show up with a soft-sided cooler, dump it in our cooler. We top it off with ice. You go out there, you have a good time, you come back, you walk away. It really is a nice option there for you. We got a great crew on the boats, and we got power poles and trolling motors. Power poles are shallow water anchor. Great thing, so you don't have to worry about the missus throwing the anchor over anymore. Or we do have a lot of captains that make their husbands throw the anchor because the guys don't know how to drive, and I appreciate it because the gals really do listen when we're doing orientations and going out there, and they really do pay attention to what you say. For club members, I mean the guys, yeah, I got you. It doesn't work out that. But yeah, so we do pride ourselves on our 10-to-1 member to boat ratio, which gives you great availability. And we do nice little functions here at the club. We have a couple food trucks come in every once in a while. We're going to do sunset trips again this year after the time changes back in the spring. We like to take our members out, a little sunset trip with them, some light hors d'oeuvres, some drinks maybe. But that's always a good time. We do members camaraderie, great in our club. We like to really get to know everybody first name basis. And when we do orientations, I personally take you out, or we'll have Larry take you out and just really get a feel for what you do. We had a nice gentleman on the boat a couple days ago, and this guy beat me up. I mean, Jake just beat me up. Came to the boat open house. Why you do it this way? I mean, just straight, why are you doing it? Well, I can go next door and get it that way. I was like, well, go ahead. That's not what we're interested in next door. I mean, we have a different club. I mean, just really rash guy. And,
Comparison is the thief of all joy. So
yeah, he's like, why are you doing it this way? I can give you this. Well, I want to split it. Like, no, we don't do that. Again, you can go next door and do that, And he was pretty, and the other guy was, like, oh, he's like, I had a 38-foot Boston Whaler with Trip 350s on it. I shipped it up to Chicago. We made it for salmon fishing. And I don't know if I want to do this. Your boats, I don't know. I don't. You say you have the availability. I mean, just a real. And I just gave it right back to him. I was like, nope, we don't do that. This is what we do. This is our prime. This is what we go on. I pride. We pride ourselves on our availability. And then he left with his friend, and he took a contract. Took a brochure, and my assistant is like, why were you pretty short with him? I go, I wasn't short, but every person's different, right? Every person is a different kind of person.
Also, you don't. I mean, no offense to the guy, but it's time is money, and if
Yeah.
you're not interested, I'm not going to waste mine.
Yeah. So then we went to the boat show, and guess who shows up? This guy comes around and he goes, well, the other guys are this. Can you match them? I'm like, no, we don't match. You get what you pay for, sir. Sorry. He's like, well, they're this. Why can't you just match it? Because I choose not to. Our members are enjoying the boats. We want to make sure they keep enjoying them. We're not gonna just turn over backwards. He's like, well, that's outrageous. Walked off. And came back 30 minutes later. He's like, all right, I want to sign up. I was like, what? And I had one of our guys there with us, and he's like, he signed up. I'm like, yeah. And he comes over and goes, I have to tell you, your boss, he's a good guy. He doesn't back down. I was like, and
Hey,
then he
man,
came
listen,
in.
they appreciate it.
He came in and talked to Julia, my assistant. He's like, your guy, he doesn't back down. It's good. And I took him on orientation, and I was kind of like, oh, this guy's gonna be tough. I took him on orientation. Great guy. He owned a securities business in Chicago. Did that. He was in the military. He used to have long hair. He said, got in the military, became a military cop. He didn't want to go into the police force. He wanted to be a cop. So he went into security, and he did that, and he sold the company. But he's a good guy. It's funny. We were talking, a completely different animal now, different guy. He's like, I like this. Your people, I took a boat out yesterday, the pontoon. Everybody's nice. Your staff's great. Everybody's friendly. The boats are clean. I'm really happy I made the decision to go with you. I was like, I told you. So
Shout out to that guy, and thank you for your service.
Yeah, no, and he was good. He's like, yeah, I was in the buddy system, and my buddy went to get into to Vietnam. He's not that old. He says we got in at just the end if the war was over, but really just straightened me out because I had long hair and I smoked weed all day. He says, but it turned me
real hippie.
He said it gave me discipline, and I think it's good, man. I mean, God, it's just discipline. It trains you, right? Changes you up for sure. But really,
discipline
good guys.
discipline is doing what you hate, but doing it like you love it.
Yeah, and it's like it's tough because hey, it's easy to sit around, but you do that for like a couple of weeks, and you're like, no. I was talking to a buddy of mine up in Tallahassee, and he's switching jobs right now, so he was still inside the office, and they said, okay, well, this time is date. So, he pretty much worked for home for a while before the new job started. And it was funny. We walked 9 holes in Tallahassee. He's like, yeah, I always said like, it'd be great to win the lottery and just play golf. And he's like, it was good for like 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, you're like, ooh, I don't like this. This is not good. And, you're just kind of going stir crazy. What do you do? Again, you're between jobs. You're not just saying, you're over. But yeah, he said it was not a good experience. He was not too thrilled with it for sure. So, but he's going to do good with us up there in Tallahassee. So we're looking forward to working with him. He's a good friend and a good worker. So he'll be good there for sure. But yeah, I don't know, Jake. That's what they always say, that you want to talk about a good book. I always hear this, like all the stories of people that won the lottery. How many bad stories are there? How many people that go?
About 85, 90% of them.
There's a couple good ones out there. I know there's one guy who won like $200 million, and he turned it into $1 billion. He pretty much, took care of his family as best he could to max out the gift per each, and then went to a ranch in Wyoming and is just sitting there with a couple investors and just working a fund. I don't know. I think it would be great, but obviously it's a whole different mindset for sure. You know, I
I
mean,
think the
look,
problem is with the mentality is people want to get rich quick, and that's just not a thing. Hard work has to be involved at some point. There's no handouts in this America, this capitalist system. You got to get out and bust your tail a little bit.
yeah, you have to.
I mean, winning the lottery is cool, but the probability of it, you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning or, attacked by a tiger in a mall.
Like four
So,
times over.
yeah.
Yeah, four times over. Definitely, definitely not a good. So, it's an interesting animal for sure. But I don't think it's a good way to go. I mean, I think it's good to work and keep going as best you can. Definitely, definitely go out there and do what you can. It's not a good situation.
Yeah, because if I get $1 billion, I'm going to open a school. That's what I'm going to do.
A school?
Yeah.
What kind of school are you gonna open?
Something for like high school kids who are having trouble in school, maybe looking to do like a trade or something. Basically, a trade school, or just
Oh,
like
I think that's great. I
a
think that.
portal for them to go and just at least look and
Mhm.
see other options. So, because I hear so many horror stories of people that are still paying off student loans, and I'm not against going to college and stuff like that. I don't want it to sound like that because me myself, it's something I'm heavily considering right now is going back and getting a degree in my field, just because I have so much experience. It would probably help me down the line land a better paying job somewhere.
Mhm.
But I see horror stories all the time. People hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, and still haven't really landed the job that they were hoping for. And then you have some of the top contending students, some of the top students in these Ivy League schools that are leaving school with no opportunities, no prospects.
They're
There's
just staying in
no,
school. They're just staying
yeah,
in. I was talking to a
they don't
member
have a
today.
choice.
His daughter's like, oh, she's getting a double master's. A double master's?
For
What is
what?
that? I mean, don't you think it's time to like actually get into the real world and actually work? I mean, they just stay in school. They just kind of just stay in that. I
Oh,
mean,
a lot of it's ego too, if you really think about it, because they go in school and they spend a lot of this time in school, and they think that they're supposed to get the immediate high-paying job and that they don't have to start at the bottom. And it's like, no, you still got to start at the bottom. The degree gets you in the door. It's a privilege. It's a
yeah.
privilege, not a right. So you got to treat it as such.
And, it's the same thing that happens here. It's tough, right? It all starts at home. Um, I know here at the marina, I know there's a lot of guys that look up to my dad as a dad too, because and then they always ask me, "What do you think of this? Should I invest in that? Should I invest in dog coin?" I'm like, no,
No,
don't
stay away from meme coins. They're a huge
Yeah.
scam right now. And if anybody's listening, you got your grandkids or your kids coming to you talking about buying these weird coins with these funny names, avoid it at all costs, okay? Because it's a pump and dump scheme. It's basically Ponzi 2.0.
Yeah, and it's not. What do we do? I was like, no, open a Roth IRA.
Yeah.
Well, what's that?
Dow
Oh,
Jones is like, what, a 3% return every year?
yeah, just put the you
Put
get
your money
maxed that
there.
out.
Get an
And just
investor.
put it away. Don't I mean, oh, I'm gonna get involved. I'm gonna day trade. Hey, I did that for about a hot second. Like, oh, this is interesting. I can do this. It's no big
So you
deal.
lost 10 grand.
Oh yeah, like that. I'm like, oh, I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Peace. Just go over to a finance guy. I mean, they can do it at your bank. They do it at your credit union. They do it all over. Definitely do that. Save money. Join the boat club. Way better than buying, $150,000 boat. You just join right now. Membership is $8,000 to get in. $425 a month. It's cheaper than it's gonna be less than the depreciation on that boat that you buy.
If you don't believe me, call your accountant. Call your accountant. Lay it
Yeah.
out on the table for them and watch them tell you how much more money you'll save in a 10-year time span if you join the boat club rather than going out and buying a houseboat. And no, it's not a houseboat you can live on, but it's going to cost the same.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. That's just where I would be at. I don't know that I would survive very long in the water. I might turn into stone.
You know, I tell you, that's what it is, man. You have to get out there, and it's funny. These employees are good employees, but you just tell them, just they're kids, right? They're kids. I'm like, hey, go get a Crescent wrench. And I think I've said this before. What's that? Go get me a flathead screwdriver. Go get me a Phillips head screwdriver. What's that? I'm like, come on, guys. You're like 18, 19. You're in college, more, 22. Do you not know? And I mean, and and there is still a lot of good kids out there that get raised by families, and we have member kids that work for us, so you can tell the ones that, their parents make them work. Like, get out there and work. You got to do what you got to do. But it's good. It teaches them. You can't just give them everything all the time. And I mean, it's I don't know. It's going down the rabbit hole there for sure.
I mean, neither one of us are parents, so we really can't say much. But it's just speaking from what we see on the outside looking in. So and I have no idea what it's like.
Like I've had it in a boat club. Can you tell my son that he can't take that certain boat out? I'm like, what? Can you tell my son? Can you please call him, because he won't listen to me. I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? Like, I gotta be the bad guy? I mean, I will, sir, no problem. I mean, that's part of the club, but you want me to call your son and tell him he can't take that boat out? I'm like, okay. I mean, obviously, this kid was hugged a little too much in life. You need to do a little less hugging, maybe a little more roughhousing or something. I don't know. What are you looking at, man? Just checking something out just to see what's up.
I gotta get a new stupid thing for that wall. Tired of looking at it.
I'll put a big Baywater logo behind you, I
give me one. I'll put one on there. I don't care.
I got this thing here and this there. And
my girlfriend comes over and like, what is this? Adam made me do it.
Yeah, exactly. Representing my Fort Myers Beach hat, thanks to Mayor Dan Allers. I know he's taking a lot of heat right now on the beach right there with the National Flood Protection, NFIP deal. But we're going to help them get back on that, with the road back to get back in there, because I know that's been a lot of stuff is talking. I mean, it's unfortunate Fort Myers Beach got that removed, but we'll definitely help them at a federal level. And I think the new administration will be better for that situation anyway. So we'll keep working. We're thinking about you on Fort Myers Beach. You got a new city hall now. We got you some revenue replacement. Same with Sanibel. We're out there helping you out. So just still going there. We'll be up in Tallahassee here pretty soon. Maybe some more boating legislations coming out. More. I should say, education is a good way to go. A lot of education to teach these people how to boat. What's going on out there, because it's pretty rough. Pretty rough. It's not a good situation. Not a good situation on certain things. So, but anyways, it's a lot going on. A lot of stuff out there.
So you looking forward to leftovers?
Oh, like I was on the show this morning. Well, a couple days ago, I should say. And I'm not a fan of stuffing. Just not. I'm not a fan. I know. And Alpelka's like, you're like this anti-American. I was like, wow, whoa. I do like it on a sandwich the next day. Well, I'm not. I don't want the cute cranberry. I want the can, that comes out of the, thing there. I don't like all that other stuff, Yeah,
we talked about that, and I told him, I was like, I'm not a huge fan of the cranberry slime, so.
Yeah, slice that puppy, throw it on a sandwich. It was sandwiched, a lot of mayonnaise, salt and pepper, turkey. It's good stuff. No? Not a fan?
Nah, not a fan. Turkey's always super dry to me. I've never had deep fried, so I couldn't tell you if that's good or not. I imagine it's way juicier, though. So.
Oh, yeah. We were going to try to, like I said, do the turducken. We're like, nope, can't find that, so we're going to deep fry it. See how it goes. Some of Mom's key lime pie.
Turducken. That is the funniest thing.
You probably Googled it when I was on there. I was like, what is he talking
about? No, I didn't, because I was at work, and I didn't want to get fired. Just the way you described it. I'm like, I better not eat that.
A duck shoved in a chicken, shoved in a turkey. It's like,
that's that's crazy.
Well, they debone everything, right? Everything's deboned. And then they just kind of...
Yeah, I just don't know how you cut it.
Frankenstein.
You just...
Slice. Well, I mean, it was big Thanksgiving Day thing. That was the whole thing with Madden. John Madden. That was his big turducken. That was all about it. He was all about that. So on Thanksgiving Day, there's a turkey. They have like all the chicken wing, the 6 legs on it, something like that. That's their big deal. So.
Yeah, somebody needs to be beat with a turkey leg, is what it sounds like.
Hey, they're popular in Mississippi. They smoke them things, sell them for like $22.
Ooh,
I know.
Turkey?
A turkey leg, yeah. You go to Disney World, there are people eating on them damn things, turkey legs, $22.
Yeah, it sounds like one of the Renaissance festivals where they got the people in there with the meat and all that weird stuff.
Did that one more time, could you, please?
Mead, yeah.
So, but
Old
like
time bread or something. I don't
a
know.
turkey leg is, I mean, it's pretty much, it tastes like ham because it's smoked. I mean, just a big ham bone.
Honestly, I love me a smoked turkey leg. It's really good.
Yeah, they sell them at the fair, man. That's carnival food right there. Carnival Eats 101. Carnival Eats. So, well, folks, we're already gone through 50 minutes. Jake, we went through that pretty quick, man. We're booking. We had
Yeah.
a lot of stuff to talk about, man. So,
Man, I still got a billion things I could talk about, but we'll hold off.
we'll save it for next week, definitely. Folks, thanks for tuning in and listening to Jake and I rattle on about a few things going on in Southwest Florida and talking about the boat club and the rental, and we appreciate it. We're getting back and forth in the legislature. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I mean, that's the main thing. Hopefully, you call that person that you haven't talked to in a while. Just call them. Again, I'm sorry I'm not about the stuffing. Next day on a sandwich, there you go. That's the way to go. So that's big deal about that. So we're excited for that for sure. But give us a call at Baywater here. If you want to rent a boat, join the boat club, we got you taken care of. Give us a call at 239-495-0455. Again, that's 239-495-0455. One more time, 495-0455. Look us up online, bwboatclub.com. That is bwboatclub.com. We'll get you taken care of. Come on down. We're dog friendly. Come see Nugget. We'll have another open house here in the spring. If you're looking to take a boat out during the holidays, give us a call. We have rentals too. If you don't want to use the boat club boats, we have rental fleet. We'll get you taken care of there too. We've got a great selection. We got 6 rental boats over there, 3 deck boats, 3 pontoons, 10 people. Great time to go out there and just have some fun on the water. We'll hope for some good weather. We'd love some warm weather in January and December. We don't need the cold stuff, but it's nice to see the Christmas lights out there. I'm excited, and Jake and I are starting to do our Christmas shopping for our friends and family. So a lot of good stuff. I know Black Friday was yesterday. I didn't even turn anything on. I don't do it. I don't do Amazon.
Biden's still president. I can't afford it. Can we just skip it?
So make something, Jake. Make something. Take her out for dinner.
I am gonna write her a nice, genuine cursive handwriting love note.
Ooh, nice. Jet set.
Hopefully she doesn't have to burn it one day, but
we have some stuff we want to get into there, Jake. That's we all been there, buddy. We all been there. So, so happy Thanksgiving. Looking, Christmas is right around. I mean, December's right around the corner. But give a membership.
28 days till Christmas.
Give a membership to Baywater
25
as a Christmas gift. That would definitely be good. Yes, 25. So we're kind of the end of the show, Jake. Hey, you can look us up. We got the
YouTube's popping. It's ready to go. Posting those videos weekly. They air the same time the show airs. So if you go and check it out,
the shorts are coming too.
Shorts are coming too. We're doing those intermittently throughout the week. I kind of held off on posting on Facebook just for the time being until I get because I need to talk about changing the intro with you so that we don't get copyrighted on Facebook or anything like that, because that could be a little bit worse than getting copyrighted on old YouTube. So
Gotcha. Well, we might have to do that. Well, maybe we'll just start at 10 seconds in or something like that, or something. Just to figure out something.
Just audio.
Might
have to just do that. Yeah.
Just do the. I'm sure there's a way. You're smart. You can figure that out.
Something like that.
You're smart. You figure it out. So, folks. Anyways, have a good weekend. We'll see you on the dock. Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, the exclusive club of Southwest Florida.